This week on Maker Update, how to wire your animatronic wings, a 3D printed Zelda Master Sword, translation windows, and the best LED strip you've never heard of. Hey, I'm Donald Bell, and welcome back to another Maker Update, the show where we update you on cool things makers are making. I hope you're doing well, and finishing out the summer strong. I have a fun show for you. Let's get started with the project of the week. You gotta check out this video from Zibartas on how he created and arranged the electronics for these gigantic animatronic cosplay wings. For the sake of me not geeking out on this project for the entire show, let's put aside the incredible mechanics of this project. Let's not get distracted with the jaw-dropping aesthetics and craftsmanship of this design. For now, and for the purpose of the video I'll point you to in the description, let's just appreciate the electronics behind this project. In terms of components, there's nothing fancy going on here. An Arduino Pro Micro, a pair of motor driver boards, a LiPo battery pack, and a voltage regulator. And this might be sacrilegious to say in a time where custom PCB fabrication sponsorships pay the bills for a lot of makers out there, but I'm super relieved to see that he's using a straightforward perf board in this project. And he alludes to why he made this decision, at least for now. Repairability. By using a modular electronic design with common swappable components like the Arduino and standard perf board where you can quickly trace out the path of the circuit, you're giving your future self the gift of a more repairable, more hackable solution. Then we get to wire management. There's so much wiring going on here to pull this off, but you'd never know it. A lot of that comes down to good, consistent wiring etiquette, zip ties, and a variety of wiring sleeves. But the pro level touch here is the thoughtful cable routing baked into the design. For example, check out the keyholes he built into the 3D printed electronics enclosure. This keyhole shape allows him to push through wires with bulky connectors while keeping things tidy. In places where modularity or flexibility are critical, he's placed connectors so that cables can be detached or replaced easily. The video goes on to highlight fritzing documentation, LED technique, building and low battery notification, and control input. And if you love this project as much as I do, Zibartas has more videos on motor and servo selection, EVA foam sculpting, and all the other aspects of this project that he's been working on for years. Years! Give it a watch, absolutely worth your time. More projects, real quick. If last week's lightsaber didn't quite hit the spot for you, the Ruiz brothers remixed the recipe for this 3D printed interactive Zelda Master Sword. Inside, you'll find essentially the same components: addressable LEDs, a rechargeable battery, a speaker, and critically, the Adafruit RP2040 Prop Maker Feather with I2S audio amplifier, a board that runs just $20. Unlike the lightsaber design though, you can fully 3D print this one, including the blade, and credit to Garrett Kearney from Chaos Core Tech for the original design. Now for a bunch of tips and tools. First, a weird one that I just had to share. It's a tip in the sense of, I bet one of us could do something like this. Check out this semi-transparent LED window that provides real-time speech bubble translation between two people. This working model is made by a company called Topan. They call it the VoiceBiz Universal Communication Display, and it's currently installed in a Tokyo train station. It's essentially a Google Live translation type of software, but rendered into the conversational space between two people. The semi-transparent display seems to be the real trick here, and I imagine that there could be some other interesting applications for it too. On his channel, Maher offers an unexpected recommendation for 12-volt addressable WS2811 style LED strip. This stuff is generally regarded as the budget value alternative to the 5-volt WS2812 NeoPixel type LEDs that we see in most projects. The LEDs are typically smaller, and instead of individual LED control, you're controlling sections of the strip made up of 3 LEDs. This also means that the cut lines on the strip are placed every 3 LEDs. But in spite of all the drawbacks, in terms of per LED value, you can significantly stretch your dollar using this stuff. It's a great deal for large, room-length installations, as Chris shows. Best of all, with some simple rewiring, You can use these with an inexpensive ESP32 module and the awesome WLED software for wireless control of a huge selection of preset animations. It's definitely an option I'd keep in mind for my next LED project. On the seejanedrill channel, Leah Bolden demonstrates how to use a secret feature included in many types of electrician-style wire strippers. These holes near the handles are threaded for 6/32 and 8/32 type bolts, and they can be used to cleanly shear the end of a bolt that's too long. Check out Leah's video to see it put to use. Michael from Teaching Tech has a great new video out that looks at ways you can adjust your 3D print infill settings to get better, stronger, or sometimes faster results. Maybe it's been a while since you've looked at the infill options of your slicer, or maybe it's just an aspect of 3D printing that you've been ignoring. Either way, this video is a quick way to get up to speed. It's also a good link resource because the video description includes links to official infill guides for Cura, Prusa Slicer, Bamboo Lab, and Orca Slicer. In this week's DigiKey Spotlight, check out Becky Stern's guide on creating project enclosures. From creating your initial first enclosures out of cardboard or foam core, to buying or 3D printing more durable solutions, Becky covers it all. She also includes a few unexpected options like memorabilia cases or shadow box frames. Check it out. Alright, and that does it for this week's show. Be sure to subscribe, leave a thumbs up, leave a comment. Big thanks as always to DigiKey for making this possible, and thank you for watching. I'll see you soon.